Here, Call of Duty Warzone. We are testing on Dual X5670 CPUs paired with the RX 570. And yes, we are live streaming. Here I can quickly, actually I don't think I'll be able to pull up a browser, but yeah, you can see the CPU usage will be going up, and what you're watching is actually the live stream, because we are using OBS and we are streaming this gameplay. And yeah, if you guys have any questions throughout this, I guess, recording is what you'll be watching, you can always feel free to reach out in the comment section below this. But yeah, we are testing the streaming performance here of the Dual X5670s paired with the RX 570 video card. So I am curious to see how this will perform. I just did a recording of the performance. It was pretty good. We did get a little bit of occasional stutter. I will show you, actually it won't even show up on stream because we are doing a specific game capture, but I did notice with Call of Duty that only half of the threads were being utilized. We have 12 cores and 24 threads with this system configuration. 24 gigabytes of RAM. I am using my 480 gigabyte test solid state drive. And yeah, we do have that RX 574 gigabyte for our video. But yeah, one thing that I did notice with this game is that it only utilized half of the threads available to it. So that was something interesting I wasn't necessarily expecting, because I do know games like Fortnite ran no problem with this. But yeah, we're just going to test it out. We're hopping into a game of solos here. Yeah, and of course I am using OBS to do the live streaming portion here. It does look pretty smooth. Obviously, we'll have to see what the stream looks like in a second, because there is a little bit of latency there. But yeah, we are just loading in the practice battle here. See if we can't get a little bit of early action, and then yes, of course we will be going. That's weird. Why can't I jump up? Very interesting. Oh, I was saying aim assist for PC. All right, I guess we don't need it there. But yeah, this is running pretty smooth here. Getting about 85%, 90% GPU usage. I do have Task Manager open on the second tab there, so I am getting a more accurate reading of the GPU usage. But yeah, keep an eye out there in the top left-hand corner of the screen where we do have the frame rate and frame time graphs. Those will be very important to keep an eye out on, just because that'll show you whether or not there is any stutter or lag or inconsistencies like that. So yeah, I think that's really important. Currently, you can see our frame rate looks pretty nasty, but let's see once we get into the game. Graphics, these are the settings we are running here today. I'm just going to slowly scroll down. And we will be dropping at the edge of the map, so I'm not too concerned. Yeah, there we go. Alright, nice. I really hope that MSI Afterburner overlay isn't flickering as much as OBS is making it out to seem. It might be flickering. I really do apologize. I can't tell why it's flickering, but yeah. Yeah, it is flickering. I do apologize. Let's see. Alright, it seems to be... Yeah, it's still flickering, but I mean, at least we have some sort of statistics showing. I know that's not ideal, but we are just doing this live. There wasn't really, like, there was prep on my behalf, but I mean, I couldn't anticipate something like that. So anyways, we're going to be dropping down here, nowhere too special, kind of the military base area. We'll pop the parachute so we can actually see what's going on. Our CPU usage, pretty low still, nothing too special here. We will drop down a little bit more. Here we go. But yeah, something that I might actually, well, I guess we'll find out from playing. We'll see, can this game actually run with dual CPUs? Like I know my other system can handle, can run really well with the dual processors, but I'm just wondering what might be affecting this minor stutter that we get occasionally. Very curious why that might be. Like I know a lot of Oh, come on, please aim. There we go. Thank goodness we got him there. It would have been unfortunate if we died immediately, especially if we're streaming. And wow, we do have some viewers. Welcome. Cornell, Breno, MSI Bug. Yeah, I know it is flashing. I do apologize. It seems to be better now that we've landed. And hey, Hotspur, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I actually didn't think anyone would show up. I was just doing this more to test Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone on Dual X5670s. Everything seems to be running a little bit better now. One thing that I was thinking it could be is perhaps the memory. This game is very memory intensive, so that could be the cause of our Okay, cancel that. Ah! No, we're getting double teamed. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're just gonna hop it. We'll do the gulag here, see if we can't survive that. But yeah, if you guys, I guess this isn't so much Q&A. You can drop questions there, and I will answer them at the end of the stream here. But yeah, we're mostly just testing out the performance, and I do know MSI Afterburner is bugged out at the moment. I can restart it actually. Let's see if that'll fix it. MSI Afterburner. We are doing this all live, so hopefully it doesn't mess up too much here. Let me move MSI Afterburner over. I really hope our game doesn't crash. Ooh, that would be nasty if it does. Especially here in the gulag. Man, I shouldn't have opened MSI Afterburner just because this game is still kind of in development. So, yeah, there we go. It crashed. I will reload it. Apologize for the black screen. It will take a second just to load back up. Yeah, I should not have reloaded MSI Afterburner there. Let's see what else we've got available. Yeah, this is just the display. I'm going to be loading up the game again, but if you guys do have any questions, you can sneak in a little bit of Q&A here. No, say no to that. It should load up just fine, and I will swap it back over to Call of Duty Warzone here, so that can be picked up nicely. Should take a second to load. There we go. It is quite a bit slower now that we are streaming, so that is something to consider as well. I do have some virtual memory configured, so I can see my hard drive is writing and reading a lot, so that might be a little bit of cause of the stutter there. But yeah, this is a really nice live test because you also see kind of like, okay, what does it perform like when you're not gaming and streaming? So yeah, big factor is my test drive is getting a little bit old there, but yeah, let's see. Let's get our game to load back in. Call of Duty Warzone. And we will load Battle Royale solos again. See if we can't do a little bit better there. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, of course, feel free to reach out in the comment section below. But this is just more a stream test to see how this will perform while streaming. But yeah, it seems like my Chrome might be bugged out as well. It's kind of weird. I think it has to do with either my drivers or something, but I did update them to the latest drivers, but I also do notice in Chrome that it's not running perfectly. And yeah, I'm guessing, oh yeah, you can see I do have the frame rate capped at 30 here for this. Maybe 5690s work better. Absolutely, I agree the X5690s might work better for the game, but then again, they do cost like 2 or 3 times as much. So at the end of the day, this is what I already had available. I had one of these nice Dell T5500 workstations sitting aside, and I was just waiting for myself to set up one of these kind of more a streaming permanent test setup. Maybe I'll do a video in the future showing you my new setup here. It's actually, I'm really happy with it. See, I can bang on my keyboard and stuff, and you don't really hear it as much because I did get a mount for my microphone. So yeah, I'm very happy with all that. So I'm just, yeah, we'll see what if the stutter comes back. It may not. I'm assuming we will. Yeah, it is here still. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure why, but I'm obviously pretty certain that with a little bit of time, the game will be optimized quite a bit better. But let's see. Let me open up a task manager. I just want to watch our memory usage. It looks like we are writing quite a bit to our memory buffer there, so that could be cause of the partial cause of the stutter. Not all of the cause, obviously, but it could be a partial cause there. Yeah, because I'm not too sure how this will be affected doing like the dual CPUs and sharing the memory across the two processors. I might also do a test in the future with 48 gigabytes of RAM. But hey, Hydromoz, how are you doing, man? Shouldn't you be asleep? Isn't it past like midnight where you're at? And yes, I do know it is late there in Europe. But yeah, we're going to be hopping into game. And what we're testing out here, Dual X5670s, streaming here with the RX 570. And it looks absolutely choppy at the moment. You know what it might be? Yeah, let me go to settings here. See if I can't fix... Alright, it says we're streaming at 60 FPS now, but... I'm just curious. It almost seems like we're maxing out half of the threads and the other threads are not getting much load at all, which might be also affecting the stream here. So just, yeah, I'm just curious. I've never had this kind of type of experience with the system. I think we will go out to the military base because there should be a helicopter there. Let's see if there's a helicopter at any of these buildings here. Hospital always has one. perfect. Let's see if we can't sneak down here and grab the helicopter. Wow, 3 a.m. for you? Wow, I think it's almost like 10 o'clock here for me, so yeah, you should not be up right now. I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule so that I can actually be more productive this week. Quite a bit of stutter there. Screw this. We are going to get some loot quickly. No one else dropped on the roof with us, so I do feel confident. Now we can bookie out of here. Let's see if there's any more loot crates. Otherwise, yeah, we are going to head over to... I kind of want to go to the military base, but I'm going to see if there's any loot on the top of these buildings. There isn't, but there is a player. We could... Yeah, you know, there's so many different things we could do here, being in the helicopter, but I think we will take it further away and try to find a little bit of loot where it's not too busy. Yeah. But man, 3 a.m., that's pretty crazy. This will run a lot better with dual E5 2650 V2s. I know that 100% because that's what I was streaming on the other day. Let's see, 50 FPS. I might turn down the streaming settings. But basically what I'm finding here with the game is that half of the threads, as I mentioned, are being loaded and the other half are not. So I'm wondering if it's some sort of game optimization, because I mean, if I could get all the threads to load, I'm pretty certain the game would run a lot smoother. Obviously, another thing I could test is turning off hyper-threading to see if that would make a difference, but yeah, this is pretty choppy. Like, once we load into a spot, it doesn't seem to have a lot of stutter. Or as much. Like, there's still quite a bit of stutter. We are flying in the helicopter just so that we are moving quite a bit faster. But yeah, that is not a good experience there with all that stutter. The recording did play quite a bit better. But yeah, that stutter is not nice. The memory doesn't seem to be reading and writing too much, so I'm not too concerned about that. My ping might be an issue. I don't think my ping is the issue. But different things to consider for sure. Thoughts, E5 2630 V2 with RX 570/970. That's actually a pretty decent system. You will know. I hope we don't explode here. That would be so disappointing. Okay, we didn't explode. We are on the ground. Feels a little bit better now. I'm just waiting for the stutter to come back. But that's interesting. Now that we've loaded on the ground, everything is running a lot smoother. I mean, the helicopter is pretty demanding. Thoughts on that build? I'm assuming you will... Wait, refill ammo? Well, that's awesome. It's an ammo station. Thoughts on that build? You will be probably needing to get yourself a motherboard. I'm assuming you will be going the AliExpress motherboard route. So I'd almost recommend, it's kind of like, you have to look at the total cost of the build and then kind of look at, okay, how much does this processor cost? What can I get for an extra $30? Just because remember, you're spending probably $400, $500 on a system, or maybe like 500 euros on a system. And it's to always consider like, okay, this is my total budget, and okay, if I spend $20 more on the CPU, how much better performance can I get? So I would just keep those things in mind. I would almost say don't get the E3 or that E5 2630 V2. Some people say it doesn't perform that well in gaming, but my thought is more like, yeah, it is cheap. You do get 6 cores and 12 threads. However, you don't like... You still have to buy a good power supply, you still have to buy a good motherboard, you still have to buy 16 gigabytes of RAM. So at the end of the day, when you add up all those different costs, it makes a lot more sense just to be like, okay, yeah, I do need to save up maybe another 40 euro or something to get maybe like an E5 2650 V2. However, now I'm going from 6 cores to 8 cores, 16 threads, and instead of just gaming, it also gives me the option now to stream, because when you do get yourself that 8 core, 16 thread CPU, you will definitely be able to live stream 1080p 60 FPS, similar to what we're doing right now. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I hope that makes sense. Are you using Super Micro motherboard? Actually, no, I'm not. I'm using a Dell Precision T5500 workstation that I've upgraded with dual X5670s, and I did buy the X5670s a little while ago, so before they went up in price, along with everything else. So yeah, I'm not buying just the motherboard for this older platform. I am buying the actual workstation because it comes with a nice 80 plus rated power supply. I think this Dell T5500 comes with like an 825 watt PSU. as well, 2 6-pin PCIe connectors. So yeah, this Dell T5500 does... Oh, hang on. We gotta turn back here. It looks like there is a player. If I can spot him, I will drop the helicopter on his head. Here, let's see. But yeah, I guess we can pretty much do some Q&A here. I am answering and I am reading all your comments. So yeah, feel free to drop whatever you think is necessary or whatever I can help you with. And Hydra Mods, if you gotta go to sleep, then no worries. It's a combo. It might, like, it's okay, but just keep in mind, you're going to want to upgrade that CPU either way. And it'll probably be like, you'll get it, you'll run it, it'll run most games fine, because that CPU performs very similarly to the X5670, which runs really well in a lot of these AAA title games here. But you're going to want to upgrade it, and that's pretty much a fact, in my opinion. Just because, yeah, 6 cores, 12 threads, but it's also running at a lower frequency. I'm really hoping we don't get sniped out here. We will grab that. Stop for refueling. Alright, I guess we will hop into the helicopter here and fly over to the next supply crate. I did see in a combo for 110 euros. That might be decent. I'm not too familiar with the euro pricing. How much, I guess you can look at the combo cost. How much RAM, though, I guess is also in. Oh, no, we're going to explode. Oh, my God. Okay, phew, we didn't explode. But also, maybe open up, a spreadsheet or something like that, and you can write down your different options. So, for example, you might, in one spreadsheet, you might have that one build where it's like, okay, here's the pre-built combo for 110 euros. Here is the cost for my own AliExpress X79 builds. And then you can just compare, be like, okay, the 8-core 16-thread processor will perform quite a bit better than the 6-core CPU there. So maybe that's worth paying a little bit more for. Or if you're just going to be playing, actually even for Fortnite, I would recommend the E5-2650 V2. I did sell my last E5-2650 V2, so I can't unfortunately do any more Fortnite tests with that. I think I sold that last week, so yeah, unfortunately that is no longer a testing option, but oh shoot. Alright, let's throw a grenade. Oh, he's right there. Let's hustle, let's hustle, let's hustle. We gotta move! I think he's coming for sure. Come on, we got laser aim. We've got him. You're torn between RX 570. I would just say get whichever is cheaper, honestly, and you're not going to be disappointed with the performance. Like, for example, I'm using an RX 570 at the moment, and I'm really happy with the performance. Yeah, the RX 570 for me is plenty. Obviously, maybe you want to have more VRAM on a video card, so maybe you get the... Come on, come on, come on. Oh, there we go. Another kill. I guess these guys are not too good. But yeah, either way, all your systems, of course, you are going to... Alright, this is a much better weapon. But yeah, you're totally right. Either way, any system that you do go with, you are going to want to have at least 16 gigabytes of RAM. Because look at my RAM usage in the top left there, if you can see it, if MSI Afterburner's not bugging out. But anyways, if you can't see it, we're using 13 gigabytes of physical memory, and not to mention I do have some virtual memory allocated. So yeah, especially for this Call of Duty game, it's really memory intensive. So you are going to want to definitely have at least 16 gigs of RAM. What was this? I just heard a big boom. Interesting. I guess we should purchase a self-revive, but I don't think we have enough for it, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. And I will pop the UAV soon so that I don't die unnecessarily. I think we will move a little bit closer to the next zone. I'm just going to pop it. Alright, nice. No one's here. We'll reload our weapons. I think they both are reloaded. It's always good when you pop a UAV and no one's around you. It's like, yeah, you used it, but you didn't... It's not a waste because you're alive, so... Are we getting shot at? Gameplay overall not super duper good, but it actually, I wouldn't say not super duper good. It's just not bad actually. It does run decently here. So I'm actually not too disappointed with the performance at all. Come on, it went back for resupply. Are you serious, Mr. UAV? Oh, there he is. I want to get a bit closer before I start shooting at him. Just because I don't want him to move, and then he knows where I am. And then, yeah, all hell breaks loose there. But yeah, if anyone else has any questions, of course, we can always hijack the stream here and turn it into a Q&A. That's not the worst thing in the world. It does seem a little bit choppy, unfortunately. And yeah, I guess it is choppy a bit because, yeah, I only see half of the threads really being utilized. OBS, phenomenal job. It uses all the threads available, cores and threads. But Call of Duty here is only using half of them. So then when I add streaming on top of that mix, it does add quite a bit of issues. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I can't believe it. The recording I just did, I died just like that. That's pretty insane. Let's see if we win the gulag here. I don't like this pistol. He will show again. Yeah, we are so done. But I think I am going to be ending the stream. If you guys have any questions, you got to make sure to drop them in right now. Just because, yeah, I'm pretty much done the stream here. We are going to leave the game. How long have we been going? 21 minutes. You know, I can do another game. Why not, right? Why not? And if you guys have any questions, quickly drop them in the comment sections here. Let's see, participants. We do have Hydra Moz still there. But yeah, basically my only advice for you, or for anyone who's looking for a system, price out a couple different options. Look at, okay, what would be the next upgrade for a certain system? How much would that cost? What's the performance difference? And just keep those different things in mind. Because, yeah, it's not as simple as like a black and white answer all the time where it's like, oh, yeah, just get the E5-2650 V2, or, okay, get the E5-2630 V2. Okay, you said E5-2650 V2 for 140 euros. I would definitely spend the extra 30 euros for the E5-2650 V2. Yeah, so definitely do hold out for the E5-2650 V2. Yeah, I missed that comment. I was playing an action-packed shooter game here. I mean, we could also test Fortnite. Maybe what I'll do is I'll stop this stream, load up another stream, test Fortnite, see how that runs. I'm expecting it to run a lot better. Yeah. The next 2 weeks, Canada is on a lockdown, or I think at least Ontario here. What's going on with their game? Please tell me it's not going to crash. It may crash on us. But, yeah, I think Ontario is on some sort of partial lockdown. We're not lockdown, but it's like they're closing a lot of businesses down for 2 weeks. So yeah, hopefully I will have time to make some more content for you guys. And I can also show you my new setup, because I did... yeah, I did redo my whole secondary desk. So in any of the live streams I've previously done, I have had I set up a desk in the, like I had a desk in the background there with one monitor. I swapped that around for my dual monitor setup, which I had laying on the ground. I know it's not a good place for monitors, but I finally got that off. And yes, they weren't unprotected on the ground. Like I had them wrapped up in nice, like dirt and like protected from getting stepped on because I had them in the side of my room. But yeah, I've got them set up and used again. I'm very happy with how that turned out. I think I will, seems like we are in a loading match here. I think I might just close down. Yeah, I'm going to have to close down Call of Duty here just because it is kind of unresponsive at the moment. Unfortunate. It is unfortunate for sure. Wow, I hit end task and it kind of hangs my system there for a second. I'm just curious why that is. But yeah, again, thanks for stopping by on the stream. To you subscribers who are pretty loyal there, just hopping in to say hello. It's always nice to see familiar gamer tags. But yeah, I did clean out my drive here, so I do have room to install Rainbow Six Siege. I recently bought that. I don't intend on playing the game much, but if I can benchmark it, and it is easy enough to benchmark, then I will definitely do that. Alright, last Q&A here. I got more of my parts that came in. I just need payday to come and I get the rest. Yeah, I definitely hear where you're at. Also, I want to do a kind of video or live stream also just talking about like quote unquote financial situation regarding this Corona thing and how people are going about it. And especially, I mean, in the computer space, because in the last week or so, I've seen a lot more computer hardware come up for sale. And I'm just curious, are people going to be dumping equipment? When will our prices going to come down, or are they going to stay the same, or are they going to go higher? I have seen a lot more mining rigs go on sale because Bitcoin has dropped in price dramatically over the last month. But yeah, I will be stopping the stream and then loading up the Fortnite stream in just a moment. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Call of Duty ran pretty well here. And yeah, Fortnite is coming up right now. Graphics testing, design, dude, you were reading my mind there. Or maybe I was reading yours. But yeah, we've got Fortnite coming up. If you guys can hold on for maybe 5-10 minutes, I will have that stream coming up in just a second. See you soon.